Welcome to Total Gemini. At Total Gemini, we are primarily focused on astrology, but we also enjoy the healing and therapeutic properties of various fragrances, the vibrational powers of crystals, and the overall human connection to our beautiful planet. You will find these other subjects sprinkled in, here and there, alongside our astrology topics. When someone asks, "What's your sign?" they are referring to your sun sign. However, your zodiac makeup is far more than just your sun sign. We have a rising sign, a moon sign, and a whole lot more. As we go through the weekly Gemini, these topics and others will be covered along with weekly tips for everyone, not just Geminis. But since this is brought to you by Total Gemini, there will, of course, be special extras sprinkled throughout, especially for all those quirky Geminis out there. So, let's get started. The first week of 2024, January 1st through the 6th. First and foremost, Mercury has been retrograde since December 13th and continues through the 1st of January. Mercury retrograde shadow continues on into January 20th. So, I advise caution, but you can let your guard down halfway until the 21st. This is especially true for Geminis and Virgos. For everyone, we start the week with the Sun in Capricorn, in the 4th house. Let's review these. The Sun, Capricorn, in the 4th house. The Sun. It brings light, warmth, and life. Your sun sign is the location of the Sun amongst the constellations at the time of your birth. It represents one's overall reason, purpose, and individual style. It is the controller of the self and the conscious mind. It represents one's spirit, the ego, one's will, and our basic identity. The sign placement of the Sun shows the center of the individual's basic character. The sign of the Sun is the most primary indicator of the forms of experience you are attracted to. The placement shows how and why you are attracted to these experiences. The house placement of the Sun sign shows the primary area of expression for the individual in life. There is a psychological, emotional, and physical significance to the house placement of the Sun. You can learn more on our website, www.totalgemini.com. Capricorn. Detached, serious, mature, ambitious, concerned with prestige and stature, practical, shrewd, objective, cold, and austere. Somber, solitary. Element, Earth. Capricorn is the cardinal Earth sign of the zodiac. Ruling planet, Saturn. Anatomy, knees. Color, gray, black. Gems, sapphire and clear quartz. Flower essences, borage, Scotch broom, and trillium. 4th house. The 4th house represents your home and family life. Your roots. A psychological interpretation of the 4th house is that it describes where you feel comfortable, and what kinds of things, and what kind of environment makes you feel relaxed, unstressed, peaceful, and snug as a bug in a rug. The first week starts with the Moon in Virgo, in the 11th house. Let's review these. The Moon, Virgo, in the 11th house. The Moon. The Moon moves more swiftly than other astronomical bodies, and therefore, astrologically, it represents day-to-day and moment-to-moment movements, adjustments, and preoccupations. The Moon is the symbol of the personal life, which is molded and shaped by our environment. The Moon governs our internal world and subconscious mind. It shows our responses to life, which are based on our past habits, experiences, our heritage, and our individual and collective cravings. It is associated with feelings, emotions, and mood. The sign placement of the Moon shows how you project yourself to the general public, how the instinctive and imaginative component of your mind operates, how you express your feelings and your most general experiences. The house placement of the Moon shows how and where you make day-to-day adjustments. It shows the things you are most interested in dealing with in order to gain emotional equilibrium. You can read more on our website, www.totalgemini.com. Virgo. Meticulous, precise, neat and clean, orderly, critical, exacting. Work ethics. Element, Earth. Virgo is the mutable earth sign of the zodiac. Ruling planet, Mercury. Anatomy, intestines. Color, white is commonly believed to be a color of Virgo. Gems, nephrite and green jasper. Flower essences, chrysanthemum and jojoba. 11th house. The 11th house is associated with friendship and goals. The essential meaning of the 11th house is how we relate to larger groups and the community in which we live. It describes the manner in which we participate in community activities and how important the larger community, national and global issues are to us. I must advise you, due to Mercury retrograde and shadow, stay away from electronics and new projects. However, the moon and sun placements indicate it is a good time for socializing and meeting new people. This week's tip for Geminis. Mars placement. Be careful about being too forthright. It is interpreted by others as being tactless. You are very much at risk of miscommunications. You should also stay away from gossipers. Focus on a new mental challenge, one that doesn't involve speaking to other people, and give that aggressive intellect of yours a workout. Mercury and Mars. Be extra attentive to driving. Otherwise, well, I sure hope you have good insurance. As the moon leaves the 11th house and passes through the 12th house on January the 1st through the 3rd, you should try to avoid the limelight and do your work quietly behind the scenes. Then, during the 5th through the 7th, you should avoid impulse purchases. Seriously, just say no to Amazon. Visit TotalGemini.com to view our calendar and articles which contain even more information, and to grab a copy of your birth chart while you're there. It's absolutely free. Thank you for hanging out with us.